Green. All right. Good morning, everyone. It really is a privilege to be up here and to be a part of this community. And you know, it's kind of humbling to be asked to lead us in a process where we're going to help each other, improve ourselves by letting go of that which doesn't work. And then next week, Nick's going to lead us in embracing what we want to try and do in the year to come. So I am truly grateful to be standing up here right now. So one of my favorite New Thought books is this thing called You by Ernest Holmes. In the book, a core principle of New Thought is presented, and then it's immediately illustrated with a practical and inspiring affirmative prayer. So, and that effect is really powerful and compelling. This morning I want to use part of Holmes' prayers to stimulate our thinking about what it is that we want to burn away today, what we're going to put into this burning bowl. So to start, let's review the structure of affirmative prayers. This is a structure that's used in most New Thought communities, if not all. And there are two common formats. One is a 5-step format, and the other is a 7-step format. So the 5-step format can be simply put as God is, I am, I know, thank you, over and out. So, and this is pretty much the standard format that we use in here at the New Thought Spiritual Center of Eastern Long Island. The 7-step format, kind of expanding that a little bit, God is recognition of the divine. I am is unification with all powerful infinite source. I affirm, I declare the good that I desire. Now the 7th-step part, here comes the denial. Now this is I repudiating that which is not love, light, and good. And then I reaffirm, I restate the good that I desire for the benefit of all. Thank you. Proclaim a grateful acceptance of universal truth. And over and out, release into divine givingness, knowing it is done. So what I'm going to do this morning, and Holmes, in many of the prayers in this book, this thing called You, Holmes uses a 7-step format. And it includes the denial step, the disavowal of that which is not the good, that which does not serve us and the world. It is important that we remember always that the good that we would affirm is the good for all, the good that serves us individually and collectively. As I thought about what to share today, it dawned on me that Holmes's denials are rooting in letting go of negative and harmful understandings of the nature of the universe and the way it works in our lives. So what I'm going to offer to you now is a compilation and sort of an extraction of the denials out of Holmes's prayers in this thing called You. And hopefully this will help us identify that which no longer serves us, that which holds you back from realizing and expressing the good in life that is uniquely yours to know and express as a spiritual being having a human experience, as a child of God, God who knows itself and its creation through you, through me, through each of us and all of us. In Holmes' denials, we can find those aspects of our past condition that may be dropped compassionately into the fire without prejudice or negativity, revealing a new and expansive truth in our hearts. So let's start. I'm going to start with a statement of principle from Holmes. His format is state principle and then use a prayer to illustrate it. And then we'll do one affirmation from Holmes, and then a series of denials. And basically, I'm going to read a dozen or so denials out of his prayers. And some of them are combinations of an affirmation and then the denial of what the affirmation would bring to us. So Holmes writes on principle. Jesus proclaimed a law of faith that acts on our belief. It is done unto you as you believe. It's this little word as that you are to consider. Not only is there a law which does something for you, but in doing so, it is limited to your belief. This is the important thing to remember. The thing that stands between you and the greater good is a thing of thought and nothing else. It is not reality that you must change, but your mental reaction to it. The mental patterns laid down in your subconscious throughout the ages can be consciously removed. Holmes affirms, the freedom of God is my freedom. The power of God is my power. The presence of God is with me. The mind of God is my mind. The strength of God is my strength. The joy of God is my joy. And his denials. There is no fear in this mind, no memory of fear, no expectation of fear. There is no thought of want, of lack, or limitation in this mind. There is no confusion in spirit. Therefore, there is no confusion in my mind. There is one divine circulation flowing through me, which is never inhibited, retarded, or congested. I know there is nothing between me and that which is best. I am a free soul. I am completely, positively, and eternally free. I am free from doubt, fear, or unhappiness today and forever. Letting go of all previous mistakes, I know that today I am free and unhindered. The Spirit within me makes all things new. Every negative thought or condition is erased from my experience. I am aware of my union with God. I am conscious of my oneness with life. There is nothing in me that hinders the Spirit from manifesting itself through me in joy, happiness, and peace. There is nothing in me which can obstruct the divine pattern. I know that every organ, action, and function of my being is in accord with the law of universal harmony. All doubt, fear, confusion, or uncertainty is cast out of my mind. I see through all physical and mental obstructions to the one perfect presence within me. I see through all apparent contradictions to the one perfect being in every person. I see through all confusion to the one divine presence at the center of everything. I surrender all fear. I surrender all doubt. I let go of uncertainty. There is no confusion, no lack of confidence. I surrender everything that seems imperfect to that which is complete and whole. Laying aside every sense of burden or false responsibility, loosing all fear and uncertainty from my thought, I enter into my kingdom of good today. Realize that the divine presence is ever within you. There is no place where you leave off and God begins. This wellspring of life flowing up through me knows no obstruction, no congestion, no imperfection. Knowing that the law of God is perfect, I lay aside all fear, uncertainty, or doubt. There is no burden whatsoever in my consciousness. The anguish of condemnation, the dogma of false beliefs are entirely dissolved. I know there is no judgment, no condemnation, and no fear. I realize that everyone and everything is struggling toward the light. I no longer judge according to appearances, be they mental or physical. I free myself from every sense of condemnation, either against myself or others. I loose every sense of animosity. I now understand that there is a principle and a presence in every person, gradually drawing them into the kingdom of good. There is nothing in me that can doubt that goodwill will make its appearance in my experience. There is nothing in me that can dissipate my faith or dim its clear realization. I see in everyone that which I know to be true in myself. Therefore, everyone I think of is blessed by my thought. The law of good is flowing through me. I am one with the rhythm of life. There is nothing to be afraid of. There is nothing to be uncertain about. God is over all, in all, and through all. God is right where I am. Every thought of fear or limitation is removed from my consciousness. My word dissolves every negative thought or impulse that would throw a shadow of unbelief across the threshold of my expectation. I know there is a spiritual center within me which is perfect. I am now telling my own consciousness automatically to ward off any thoughts of doubt or uncertainty. I sense that every state of doubt, every consciousness of negation is leaving me. Every doubt is being converted into certainty. Fear is being converted into faith. I have an inward confidence in my oneness with good. I know that my word penetrates any unbelief of my mind, casts out fear, removes doubt, clears away obstacles, permitting that which is enduring, perfect, and true to be realized. So these are just a sampling of Holmes's denials, and my personal feeling is that he was inspired when he was writing these. And so what we're going to do now is take a few minutes, to write down, what you may have been inspired by to release, so that love and law and life may be manifested through you for your good and the good of all beings. So we'll write now. Keelan's going to give us a little background music. And after you've finished writing, we'll go out the back and down the ramp. Nick will be tending the fire. And we'll, okay. And then after we've burned our, what we want to release away, we'll come back in. Keelan will play his song when most of us are back in here. Yeah, and let's come in on the side door over here so we got a circulation going on. And then I'll take a minute to close and we'll get on with the rest of the service. So thank you, everyone.